There can be little doubt that over the past few years, through things like the Brexit referendum, there's been an increasing feeling across the country that whether we talk about the BBC, the media in this country, or indeed the government and the civil service, there's a London-centric view that is out of step with the rest of the country, particularly again on the issue of Brexit. Brexiteers now increasingly hold the view that the civil service had an anti-Brexit Remainer bias running through it. Well, it seems that the government, of course, the Conservative Party, winning a lot of seats for the first time in the former Red Wall, are now intending to take some pretty radical action, not before time, if you ask me. Please start off, guys, as ever, by hitting the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss future reports, and give this video a big thumbs up. Would really appreciate that as well. Now, this is Sebastian Payne with the story that that a so-called Treasury North will lead the march of 22,000 civil servants out of London. Chancellor Rishi Sunak said to be eyeing up Leeds, Newcastle or Teesside to initially house 750 officials from Treasury and other government departments. The Treasury North would essentially lead this march out of London of civil servants and is seen as a shake-up of the Whitehall machine. Something that I know a lot of you guys are going to want to see happen. Do let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. But thousands of UK civil servants from the Treasury and other London-based government departments are set to move to Northern England and the Midlands under plans by Boris Johnson. Now, it's said, reported in the FT, that Boris Johnson actually wants to move 22,000 civil service jobs from central London to the regions by 2030, and that Chancellor Rishi Sunak is proposing a new northern campus for the Treasury, dubbed Treasury North, that could be located in Leeds, Newcastle or Teesside, according to people briefed on the plans. Now, this northern campus would initially house 750 civil servants drawn from the Treasury's 1,400 London-based staff, as well as officials working for other Whitehall ministries. But Sebastian Payne again reporting that there's a bun fight about exactly where Treasury North should be. Rishi Sunak said to have been eyeing up a campus in Teesside, but officials said to be against that. A quote, officials in London all want to work in cities like Liverpool, Leeds and Newcastle because they have a better cultural life, according to that quote. But Conservative Mayor Ben Hootchen hitting back, saying the jobs need to move to Teesside exactly because of this horrible and outdated view many senior civil servants have of the country outside our major cities. This has driven horrible policy, he says, and decision making for years. Swapping one city for another, he makes the point, does nothing to change that. This is not just about bringing jobs, it's about a shift to make government in the longer term more aware of the country as a whole. It's not a coincidence. With this view, we see underinvestment and a lack of understanding of an area, which leads to a bigger social and economic divide. Now, there was a separate report on this as well. James Johnson tweeting that a new poll for the north of England finds that 7 in 10 expect the relocation of government departments to improve the north, 6 in 10 that it will boost jobs, and 50% that it will improve public services. As the Sun report, moving civil servants from London to the north could give a £3 billion boost to the region and cement the blue wall for the Tories, new research has found. The Sun reporting that the Northern Research Foundation is calling for the Treasury to be moved to Leeds, Health Department to go to Liverpool, and the Justice and Culture offices to be shifted to Greater Manchester. Now, I just think, guys, and again, do let me know in the comments below, that we've seen the centralisation in London that needs to be changed, and it sounds as if Boris Johnson had pretty major plans. 22,000 civil service jobs said to be his aim to be moved from central London to the regions by 2030. What do you think of that? I know a lot of you have a lot of concerns about perceived bias running through the civil service. Do you think this move out of London, do you think, number one, it will actually happen? And secondly, I want to know from you, do you think this is a good thing? From my point of view, I think it can only be a good thing to get some of these people out of London and out around the country. It certainly seems to me some of those who don't ever leave posh, affluent parts of London increasingly are out of touch. That isn't a good thing. I think this would be a positive move. Let's wait and see what happens, guys. But do you think this is a radical enough shake-up of the civil service? Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you have any other suggestions that you would like to see the government carry out in terms of reforming and shaking up the civil service. And of course, guys, as ever, if you found this report helpful and informative, please do give it a big thumbs up. That really helps me out. And of course, hit the subscribe button and the bell. As ever, guys, thanks so much for watching.